So pricing your program can be a real sticking point, and it is a sticking point for most holistic professionals because they're not quite sure how to do it right. So I'm going to share with you in this video the 6 golden rules to pricing your program so that your mindset doesn't get in the way. So welcome back. And for those that are new here, I'm Tracy Blehm, and I am the founder and creator of Signature Program Mastery Training and Tracy Blehm Coaching. And I have been in the holistic industry for over 2 decades, creating programs, workshops, retreats. I had a clinic, all that kind of good stuff. So I am here to tell you, I know exactly how to get you from point A to point B in order to have a thriving personal holistic practice or clinic. So let's dive into those 6 golden rules so that you can get pricing your stuff and increasing your revenue. So the first golden rule is your pricing can always go up. Now, there's a strategy to how you do your pricing, and the beauty of having online programs and courses is that you can raise that price at any point. It doesn't matter what's going on in the surrounding community or industry. It's really dependent on your transformation. So you can always raise it. And I actually have a client who raises her program by 5% every single time she launches. She launches 3 times a year. So every year she's giving herself basically a 15% raise, and that is amazing. Now, the reason why you never want to drop your price is because if you ever have someone who's been following you for a while, but the timing isn't quite right, and they're kind of sitting on the fence and they see you drop that price, then they're going to go, oh, they put things on sale. I'm just going to wait. And they won't jump in. They won't ever make that choice. And people who bought for you at the original price will then go, oh, I got screwed over. They dropped their price. They saved blah, blah, blah. So when you launch your next piece for them to purchase from you, they're going to wait for a sale because you've shown them through your actions that you offer sales or discounts. So then you actually chokehold yourself for that flow from existing clients as well. So you can go up. Don't go down. If you're worried about maybe having a less expensive price in the beginning, go watch my video on beta pricing. Rule number 2 is the lower the price, the tougher the sell. We want to be very aware of the quality of people that we are attracting into our programs. And if they don't want to truly invest in themselves or really put some skin in the game to get their transformation, they're not necessarily your best client. What happens is they will buy your program and they will shelve it. And we call that shelf help instead of self-help because they don't actually go through it. And then they'll tell people, oh yeah, I bought their stuff and it didn't work, even if they hadn't tried it at all, or they did a couple of little things, the easy things, and then they dropped it. They will still tell people it's your fault versus theirs. The other thing that can happen is if we low price or lowball our program, then we fall into the vibe of, and what else is included for that low price of $297? And it just becomes this giant list of stuff that nobody's going to do because it actually creates overwhelm when we give people too many things. So it's a lot easier to sell to someone at a higher price point because those people are eager. They want the transformation. They're willing to do the work. They are motivated. And it also helps you really reach your financial goals a lot quicker as well. It's the same amount of effort to sell a $297 program as it is to sell a $5,000 program. So you might as well reap the rewards, have a better quality client, and really enjoy the process at the same time. The third rule is what other people charge has nothing to do with you. If you are worried about what other people in your industry are charging and you get into comparisonitis mode, then everybody will be dropping prices, lowballing, and it's a race to the bottom with 0 to very little profitability. It amazes me how many people have cheap programs. They don't actually pay attention to their numbers to know if they're making a profit because they know on the inside they are not. When they actually take a good look at the numbers, those prices go up immediately. The other thing you need to realize is you don't know what the other person's skill set is. You don't know how long they've been in the business. You don't know where their mindset is. They could have lack mentality or poverty mentality. They could have a horrible coach. They could have all other factors that are causing them to lowball. And it might seem like they're doing well, but you don't even know the quality of clients that they're attracting. You don't even know if their program will actually get them to the end transformation. So if you've done your research well, you will know exactly what you've brought to the table. You will know exactly that everything you put into that program is directly aligned to that transformation for speed and for quality for your clients. And you're not going to lowball. You're going to charge your worth and the value you're bringing. The clients are going to invest because they can feel it, they know it, they sense it. And always remember that quality clients are willing to pay a premium for the transformation they desire. If you know exactly where their rock bottom is and you've got the fastest route to up, they'll pay you whatever it takes to make it happen. And you will enjoy working with them because they have skin in the game, AKA money, and you're in the game because you know exactly what's required to get them there. So the fourth golden rule is the price becomes a no-brainer when the value for the client is clear. When you are able to show people how the transformation you are offering or the structure in the program, the steps to get to that transformation is there for them, and you can show them what will change in their daily life, it's a no-brainer. They want it. And you'll get all that information through your research and your client interviews. And you know that you've done it when you use this formula, blank, so you can blank, right? The so that you can insert the daily change there at the end. Let me give you a couple examples so it's super clear for you. For example, being empowered, inspired, enlightened, less stressed means nothing to a client unless you know what it will do for them daily. So be less stressed about all that needs to be done so that you can easily find the time to make a healthy meal for you and your family every single night and enjoy it. So you can see they've come to you. They just don't have the time to eat healthy. They're upset about their health issues or weight or whatever, or diabetes, but they're so stressed out about everything, they don't know how to do it. But you're going to be able to help them through your system, find the time so that they're eating healthy meals, they're feeding their family well every single night. And what else do they want? They want to enjoy it. There's lots of women I know that hate cooking, but because they are the woman have decided they have to. Here's another one. Be confident in the value you bring to the table so that you can say no to working late nights and overtime without fear of being reprimanded or losing opportunities. So this could be someone that's come to you that's looking for coaching because they are burnt out. They are working 50, 60, 70, 80 hours a week, and they don't know how to cut back. They don't understand their true value. They become a workaholic. It's affecting their relationship. It could be affecting their marriage. This could be a marriage counselor very easily on the workaholic spouse, which can be both the male or the female or both. So that is the so that you can formula, which helps you, again, position yourself for pricing. So the fifth golden rule is you don't have to be a big name to charge premium pricing. When you are very clear on the value, on the transformation, on the steps to get there, it becomes very easy for your clients to say yes. For my own personal investments, when I've invested in programs and coaches and whatnot to get me to where I wanted to be, I have spent thousands upon thousands of dollars. Like 1 year program, I could have bought a brand new Lexus. That's how much it cost me. But it got me to where I wanted to be the fastest, and they knew what they were doing. They were not influencers. They were not YouTube stars. They were not featured in Forbes magazine and Success magazine. They were people that knew their stuff and knew exactly how to assist me. So people will say yes, even if you're not a big name. So you do not need to let that affect your pricing. And number 6, which is the biggie, is you do not need to guarantee client success to charge a premium. I have seen this affect people's pricing so much because they're worried about whether or not a person who buys gets success. And I am here to tell you, there will always be a percentage of people who don't do the work. And that is the same for elementary school, junior high, high school, university, in anything in life. There are people who won't do the work. So you will never, ever, 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 ever get 100% success rate You don't need to guarantee it. You do not need to guarantee that they will have their transformation at the end, because you can't, as Jim Rohn says, do the push-ups for someone else and they get the results. People have to invest in themselves. They have to do the work. And sometimes an individual needs to buy 20 programs that are kind of the same before they'll actually go, this is crazy, I need to do the work, right? A lot of us, all of us, I'm going to say, myself included, has brought programs or a gym membership or something and not done the work. Your only role is to provide them with a system and a structure to get them there that, if followed, will happen, right? A lot of times people fall off the wagon. You cannot motivate them. You cannot beg them. You cannot convince them. They have to have that within themselves to make it happen. So if you know wholeheartedly through your client research that this will get them there, then that's what you're offering them. They get to decide. They get to decide what they're going to do with the vehicle and the program that you're giving them. Okay? It's okay if people don't finish your program. It's okay if people say it's your fault when they haven't done the work. That's kind of how some humans are. And that's how all of us are at some point in certain areas around certain things. It's okay. It's part of our own growth and process. Okay, people, so that's your 6. Be sure to subscribe to watch the next video, where we're actually going to get really deep into what it costs people to not invest with you. So we're going to be talking about that, which is a key component of your client research that kind of plays into these 6 golden rules, so that you know exactly the value that you're bringing to the table. And that video is going to be available next week. So make sure you click the subscribe button, and I'll see you in the next video. Cheers.